Hey YouTube, Animals07 here with
KC Classic 7.
first thing to address here is going to be, yes, there is a name change on my channel. Animals07 is the new name. Big Daddy 0207 is gone. I wasn't particularly fond of the name ever, so we got rid of the name. But it's the same people, same details, so don't be alarmed. Don't unsubscribe. If you're new, please subscribe. Let's kick this off with basically the video is going to be about the aftermath of E3 and the games that we're looking forward to. And first thing I want to kick it off with, though, is the main focus of E3 from a business mindset that I had was the battle between PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I know there's been news about it before. I didn't cover it. It happens. But now that we know more details about everything, I want to get your opinion, Casey, on what do you think is the better system?
I'm going to have to go with the PlayStation 4. I've always been a PlayStation kind of guy. To me, it's always been an easier layout, and just overall, as far as the system quality, I just have been more fond of it.
I agree. I think it's also the better buy for your pockets if you're looking for pricing, used games, different things like that. I don't see how Xbox is winning this at all.
Of course, you're going to obviously have to wait a little bit longer for the PlayStation 4, but I think it's worth waiting until December for to save an extra $100.
I agree. The PlayStation 4 seems like an excellent console. It's going to do what it needs to do. It's upgraded itself. I see that we have the chat that we've wanted. The Xbox One seems kind of freaky with it turning on automatically when you're in the room, or it knows when you're in the room. You can speak to it, but you have to buy the Kinect and all this other stuff.
And logging in every 24 hours. It's a lot of things that are real turnoffs for me.
I agree. It seems more like a hassle. I mean, we're PlayStation guys anyway, so some people are going to call us fanboys. Some are going to hate. I mean, you can say whatever. I always have bought PlayStation, but I think that I'm glad I stuck with Sony this time, and Sony seems like the better buy.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I felt like the Xbox 360 was a very good console, but just Xbox One I'm just not fond of it right away.
Yeah, 360 was the better buy. I'm not even going to lie, the last generation. But I think PlayStation stepped it up towards the end and made more people purchase that system, though. So Sony did a great marketing job, as they always do.
That's correct.
Next thing, first game we're going to have to talk about is the first one that usually gets our interest peaked as sports gamers, the NCAA 14. I don't know too much about it, so I'll let you speak on what you think of it real quick. What do you think of what you know so far? Try and keep it short.
For NCAA, what I expected, it's going to really just be an upgrade to NCAA 13. Obviously, you can't really add too much in a yearly cycle. You really can't, ask for too much. And considering that, this is going to be one of its last games on this console generation, I would just more look for it to be an upgrade to NCAA 13, which, in my opinion, wasn't a bad game. But, that's more what I'm looking for NCAA.
Agreed. So there's no release for that on the next gen consoles, PlayStation 4 or anything?
No, not this year, but I would be looking forward to it next year.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but that's just my assumption.
Yeah, I would hope so too. Hopefully it's still one of EA's money makers enough. But let's go to EA's cash cow, Madden. Madden looked excellent from the trailers I saw, but are we getting duped with the old classic Donovan McNabb trailer where it looks fantastic? I'm thinking it's the best football game I'm ever going to play, and then when I get it home, and you are let down considerably when you play it. What do you think of it?
With Madden, I felt like it was very gutsy for them to actually show gameplay at E3. To actually show that they have gameplay and stuff available to be shown. But that's just pre-alpha build. So I mean, you can judge it if you want. That's on you. Whether it's going to be similar to what you get from the game when the PS4 and Xbox One comes out. But, that's on you to judge it or not. So far, I think it looks pretty good, though. Graphically, I really couldn't tell by the gameplay. They only showed one play, so.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's a big improvement. Madden is one of those games that I no longer buy automatically. It's kind of let's see. We'll wait and see, because I'm not going to keep wasting money on Madden. The next game that is probably going to be coming out is, I want to say, Grand Theft Auto, possibly. I want to touch on that and Batman real quick. For the record, whoever makes Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar, 2K, Take-Two, it's all the same. I want you guys to know that you could have had my money if this game would have came out in May or whenever it was supposed to originally. You guys could have had my money. I think that this quarter is so big for these games to come out that there's too many of them. You can't expect me to pay that much money for all these games at once. I would like to have them all, but I'm not going to buy all of them at one time.
Yeah, because you have NCAA, Madden, you have 2K, you have hockey, you have a lot of games coming out.
Batman, and it seems like they're overlapping each other, and it's the same companies making them.
Yeah, and then when you have a gaming season like now, when you really nothing piques our interest, at least coming out, it's kind of frustrating as a consumer.
Yeah, to try and say, well, save your money. If I could have something in between, then it'd be better, I feel. I guess the Batman game looks pretty good, even though it's different, but it looks good. So I'm just hoping that one comes out well. I know that I don't know too much about it or anything. I try and save the surprises for when you're playing it. It looks similar to what I've played in the other two Batman games, Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. So those look good. Grand Theft Auto, it's usually a phenomenal game. I'm not usually disappointed with it. So hopefully those games turn out good and I can try and get to play them. Next game, NBA 2K14.
Man.
Oh, my. Very impressed by what we got. The marketing team, Ronnie 2K and all them, very impressed with everything that they showed. I like the build into how they were going to show the game. NBA 2K14 looks phenomenal on the PlayStation 4. Even I know it's a pre-alpha, but I cannot believe that is what the game's going to look like. It looked too real to me. What do you think?
Yeah, NBA 2K14, I mean, when you first seen LeBron James, it was like wow, that really actually looked good. And when they had gameplay behind it, that just made it look that much better. NBA 2K14, compared to what NBA Live shown, because that's their competition, they really stepped it up. Like, they knew that they had to show something at E3, and I said that they stepped it up, and they stepped it up very well to the next level.
Right. Not even knowing too much about the game. Getting LeBron on the cover is huge. He is the best player in the NBA today, and that's coming from someone who is not a Heat fan. Go Spurs. It just looked phenomenal. And not to discredit NBA Live, I give EA a lot of respect for what they did this time around. EA Sports stepped it up. The game looks a million times better than what they had the first two times.
Yes.
And I'm glad they took the time off and decided not to produce the games because they would have lost money, guaranteed.
Yeah. But this is an interesting topic I was thinking about. If you're an NBA Live fan, would you be upset with that you have to buy another console to get the next game that you've been duped for, since 2010?
Is it only coming out on Xbox
It's
One?
only coming out on Xbox One and PS4. Like, how would you feel as a...
Well, as a PlayStation 4 person, I can still say that I win. I'm getting NBA 2K. But from an Xbox One fan's perspective, I guess I'd be happy. I don't care for Live anymore. I don't think I play it, so that's just me.
Okay.
But it looks better. Hopefully they live up to the hype and things get better looking. I watched iPod King Carter's video. Things weren't looking as good as what I thought they were once he broke it down. So I agree with what he said about it. NCAA 14 demo's out. Oh, yes. In the last game, I guess we'll talk about WWE 2K14. A lot of fans are disappointed that we don't have any news on this. It's so weird to watch people look for every little leak online. I see these guys looking at like Canadian small retail stores I've never heard of. Everybody is looking for something small to be like, well, did you read what they changed it to this week? They changed it to a preposition, so that might mean attitude error stars. Like, how do you know this? Nobody knows anything. All we know is the tagline is Become Immortal, and The Rock is on the cover currently. Supposedly there's a career mode and more such things. This is all rumors, though. Can't believe anything till stuff comes out. A lot of fans are mad about the date, but from 2K's marketing standpoint, I think this is smart. I think people are excited about the game. I'm seeing lots of videos made. They had a play test. I was not invited. What's up with that, Aubrey? You're laughing. I'm being serious. But in all seriousness, the WWE 2K game, I think it's in better hands personally now.
Yeah, and 2K, though, it's not really been a company to really, give out a lot of information at one time. Like, they do it sporadically, and they don't do it right away. Like, they really do it at their own leisure because they're really confident in their gameplay, I would say, and what they're going to be presenting.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those, a steak tastes better when you're hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's not fatten someone up. This isn't a buffet line where you think you're just going to get information because you complained. That's just for the fans who are complaining. I wish THQ was back. Yes, THQ would have released some stuff, but we'd have been disappointed later on because you start getting your own conceptions of what something is going to give you if you get stuff too early. That's what I feel. You get your hopes high, and then you get them knocked right back down. So it's not worth it. I've done it to myself, hype myself up over a game, especially the annual titles, and then you get let down. I would like to see the career modes and all the new guys in WWE 2K14. Really impressed with what's going on in wrestling. It seems like WWE's trying to get better after Payback and Raw. Good shows. TNA Impact, I've been impressed with the writing. Hopefully it improves more once this Aces and Eights stuff is over. I think it's better if they focus on the single superstars and what is going to bring you to the bigger dance. And that's basically it for NBA 2K, WWE 2K. We touched on those. Do you see WWE 2K getting released on the next-gen consoles? Or, because I'm hearing rumors of both, and I don't know what to believe. I say no. My prediction is going to be no, they're not going to release on both. I think they're going to stay on the old systems, and then next year will be the big year.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that, but then you have to also assume that, from THQ perspective, that they had to be working on something for the next-gen console. So I'm not really sure. I would assume that they'll probably just play it safe, save some money, just release it on the current-gen consoles. But, I would be, for me, it'd be surprising to see them have something on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah. That's it for the E3 wrap-up, basically. I want to know what you guys think below. So hit that like button, comment, subscribe, whatever else there is to do on the bottom of there. Also, one last question. I'm debating, should I get the PlayStation 4 when it comes out, or should I wait a little bit longer? Just a debate I'm having with myself. I don't think there'll be a price drop or anything, but worried about bugs, warranties, and things like that. Just leave what you think I should do. I think we already know what KC Classic's going to do. He's going to be right out there, midnight, with his little money, waiting in GameStop's line. Please, I'm here for my game. But, good video. KC, always a pleasure to have you on the show. Do your thing. Good to have you on my channel. Animals.